Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 53. For the call, let's go to Atlanta, as it is my pleasure to hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
"50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I think it would be interesting to compare scouting reports of Antonio Gates as a young tight end to where he is now. There would be some similarities. Big body, understands how to run routes, great hands. But the speed is not nearly the same. So why is he still lasting? understanding holes in defenses, how to read them, and establishing a great rapport with his quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st down, they run with Howard as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Jaleel Adai's versatility is a big plus for him. He can match up against the tall receivers. He can match up against the short and quick receivers. He can cover inside. He can cover outside. And as an added bonus, he tackles well, too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebacker, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A give to Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Running with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Josh Bellamy, 46 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Now parking for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So we played a quarter here in Super Bowl 53. 14-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. from the shotgun. It's Rivers. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20, 10, and they will score. A pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them.
Here's Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Howard. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
You see it?
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he One of the bigger targets on the field. The tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They go play action. Rivers. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again here, Rivers. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And now running right through it. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hang on, we go. You see it? You see it?
And they'll run it here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, it's Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. 180. Hang on, we go. You see it? You see it?
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
180. Blue.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. To return it now, here's King. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Play fake. Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Now Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3 down. Set. 380. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Hey, hot.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It has been a remarkable first season in the studio for me. I want to thank you guys so much as I send it over one final time for the second half call of Super Bowl 53 to Brandon and Charles in Atlanta.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go, D. Let's go. Hang on, we got, you see it? You see it? Hey, hey.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Sit up. 180. Hang on, we got, you see it? You see it? Yes.
Again, it's Howard. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And on the ground they go with the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, this is Howard. Shoves him away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 58 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rivers on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Delta!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Second down, Rivers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Ready. Green 80.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
You got 4. Set. Set 180.
From the gun, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Chargers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, 17, George. Watch 17. 390.
From the gun, Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 180.
They run it here with Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Rivers now on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third down. That's Gordon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And they'll go on the ground. Still going. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, let's go. Single receiver, single receiver. Set up! 180! Red, up!
And they'll run it here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5. First and 15. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be second and 13.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 53. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go.
The Bears on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
4 down. Set up. 180. There we go. You see it? You see it?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, let's go. More down, more down. Sit up. 180. Check that. Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. On the crossing route, complete. It's Sims. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Single. 46 up. 180. Blue.
Now Cohen. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We got 4. We go. Let's go. Blue. Alert. Behind.
They try again with Cohen, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Rivers now, caught by Gates, left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Set up. 180. Lighten up. Hang on, we go. You see it? Pretty hard, hard.
They run. This is Cohen. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Parkey now, following the made field goal to kick this one off. To return it now, here's King. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Set up. 180. Blue. Watch out. Pretty hard. Check 52 to the right. Check 52 to the right. Check right.
This is Cohen. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set up. 180. Blue.
Cunningham. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Where's 52? 52 to the right. Move, move, move.
Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
We go, let's go. We go, you see it, you see it?
Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's crank. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
180. Red, up.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play.
180. Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. To return it now, here's King. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down, Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.